Hi, it's Mia. It's Wednesday, the 17th of April, 2013, and the news stories that I'm going to just read it on the internet between studying. They've sent that whatever the toxin is that comes from castor beans. They've sent one to Obama, and they've sent one to, I believe it was the senator. Sorry, I don't remember exactly. All I know is that it's crazy to someone to put some of this toxins inside of an envelope and send it to someone expecting to, destroy their lives. That's just messed up. I mean, there's a lot of tension in the world. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, or procrastinating my studies to look at the news, or if it's because the tension is really getting bad in the world. In my household, the tension is getting bad. I have really early classes. It's impossible for me to get to school when my kid's school opens. Well, it starts a half an hour after my school starts. So, I mean, for me to get to school, I have to leave an hour before my school starts, or an hour and 15 minutes before my kid's school starts, in order for me to get to school on time. We have sign-in sheets that need to be signed within 5 for one class, within 10 or less for another class, and then we have quiz in the third class. And then I have 6 days of classes in church on Sunday. I am overwhelmed. I ordered something from Walmart, which I don't like to do a lot of ordering and buying things, but when some things that you have break or wear out, it's usually better. Or if it helps me, especially for school, different school supplies or electronics, then if it helps me to be successful, it's worth the money. If it's not, sometimes I procrastinate. Think, I don't need notebooks. I'll just take all this stuff out of the old notebooks, put them in the filing cabinet in alphabetical order by the year, and then I'll just recycle that book. And it's then I end up like I am now. I printed a bunch of notes. I end up with this stacks of papers that I'm like, why don't I be like everyone else and just save it in a folder on my computer? Duh. Although, maybe I just don't like the electromagnetic radiation. I don't know. Oh, sorry. It's just another reason why I have a home phone number. Anyways, my son is acting up. He is not going to school. He's 11. And my daughter says she wishes she could do that. She's tired too. She's tense. Too much homework. Too much expected of her. Too many questions about her background or her race or whatever. And me, I'm just if I don't do what I need to do, the family's going to fall apart. And I'm thinking rent and food and car. And if I don't pay all these bills, they're going to take their house, take their car, take my food. Take my food. I don't think they could take your food, but you won't be able to buy it anymore if you don't have any money. So, sorry, I'm so tired. My kid is acting up, and I don't know what to do about it. I've called the schools, and yes, I never was able to follow up on making an appointment with these school officials. I have contacted, even for myself, after I left an abusive ex-husband 8.5 to 9 years ago, my schedule wasn't really free, but we were homeless and we were dealing with the state on safety measures and on getting me help so that me and the kids could be safe. Yeah, safety measures and sane. I had counseling and then my insurance stopped paying for it. There's a couple of situations where they were helping me and insurance was like, we're done. And one of them I was penalized because one of the group sessions I was going to, they said, wow, we've never had, I never graduated. They said, wow, we never had this before. She actually goes to every group. And we only pay for so many. Usually our clients, they skip a lot, but they still graduate. But this, we pay by the day that she attends. It's you ran out of money. there's like 5 sessions, 5 different groups you're supposed to graduate through, and have support groups, and then at the end is like your final supports. And I actually made it through the end. They gave me a little orange candle. I think I still have it in my guitar case. Some reason it was probably hot or something. It's like bent a little bit, but gosh, I like orange back then too. Anyways, there's a lot of things. I was told by my teacher that my redo of my paper was excellent. He's going to apply for a grade change. I don't know what that means. Hopefully that means that he's changed it to a pass. What a crazy situation. Out of left field. I had no idea. I don't even know. Sometimes I say weird sayings. I don't know. But it just came from nowhere. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. And I think about everything bad, or when I came up to class late, or this or that, like, oh, that's probably why he didn't think, either that I wasn't really listening, or, and there was a week, I think, that paper was due that I wanted to be absent. I was absent from my other classes, but I went to that one, because I think, I don't know, you have 100% attendance and all this stuff. Anyways, I'm so tired. So, I have a paper due tomorrow. There was a format on the internet that was super long, and I'm like, my friend's like, oh, you don't have to do all that, but I'm like, I have a different teacher than you do for that class, and she really wants to grade us hard on this stuff. So, the notes I took in class were on some random notebook. That's why I need to get, like, electronic device computer or something that I can put everything in one spot and just keep it there. And I even tried Dropbox, and all the videos I made automatically uploaded and made it so my Dropbox filled up in like a week. Like, that's really bad. Now they want me to pay $99 per year for 100 gigabytes, which the rate I'm going will probably fill up in 3 weeks. So if anyone has any suggestions, I have a troubled family, and I'm trying to make ends meet. And because the dad is abusive and scary, it's been difficult to try to ask for child support. Because a lot of times they say, if you apply for child support, you would need to give him your personal information and address and possibly bank account number or routing number, whatever. And I don't want him to know personal stuff about us. I don't even want him to know what state we live in. Which, he actually lives 15 minutes from us. Maybe. Like, I don't want to say that to the whole world. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. There's been a point in time where I had tried to ask the cops for some help with some paperwork, and they wouldn't give me the address. And I was like, fine, I don't want the address. These paperwork, the judge said it needs to be given to him. And if it's not given to him, it's not going to... Doesn't matter how much time and energy I spent at the courthouse getting these documents filed, until he gets them in his hands, they're not going to be real documents, basically. They're not going to be, I don't know what the word I'm thinking of is, they're not going to be valid until he gets them in his hands, no matter what the judge said, which has happened many times. The child support would basically be, would it be like $300 a month total for 2 kids, but we don't get anything. We've never gotten anything. The judge ordered us to get something, but it's really hard when you think, like, a daycare center want to charge $800 some dollars, and schools, like, oh, you need something, or you want to have your kid in art class or music class or this or that. It's like, well, when I was a kid, we had some art classes and some shop classes and gym and music option if you wanted. And church choirs for little kids, even if I didn't do it all the way up into high school, they had some more opportunities. And nowadays, where my kids go to school, all of the art type things and sports you have to pay after school to participate in. Not only it's like either a separate place, or it could be at the same place where an outside company comes and rents a room in the school. And it costs a lot of money. Some of these things, they're usually like $400 to $1,000 a year, plus and if you have to rent or if you have to buy paint, it's like, it sucks kind of saying, oh, we got to pay for the kids' art class, but your paint and stuff is going to cost you like $300. You're like, oh my gosh, what kind of paint is this? Gold? So I have homework to do. I'm going to make myself get up in the morning and do it, which I do not like doing. I was on my way to Walmart to get my thing that I ordered, some school supplies and stuff that I didn't want shipped to the house, because that's the one thing I like about the mail, is sometimes getting it in a locked mailbox versus stuff that's randomly set outside on your porch. It's like, you're not saying that your mailbox is foolproof, and it's hard going in. I really want to tell you the truth, it's hard for me to go to Walmart because they really nitpick my receipts. Like, I'll go from the checkout line, if I'm just buying something, straight from the checkout line, straight to the front door. And they pretty much every time stop me and go through all my bags and look at every single thing and, like, check it off. And then last time they put, like, a fingernail mark down the middle. I don't know what that... But... anyways. I just want to say that. And then you see, like, all these weirdos. While I'm getting searched every time, there's all these weirdos, like 100 other weirdos walking by at the same time. And it's like, none of them are getting stopped. It's not like they're forming a line saying everyone who walks through here. It's like, why me? Why do I have to always be the one who's searched? My dad likes that store. He lives in a small town, so it's like, ooh, they have everything that he wouldn't be able to access, and except for over the internet. So I'm like, no, I want to make my videos for my business that I'm starting and have more health-related, having more health-related activities. But I decided that when I made up these sites, I decided to share life journeys and situations. So I'm waiting for my grade to change officially, and I prayed for my friend who had to take a remediation, and the teacher ended up thinking he sent the study guide for a remediation test that she was supposed to be studying for, and then she didn't get it, so he ended up saying, oh, I adjusted your grade, so you actually passed the class. And I was praying that would happen, because some of the classes, the teachers have the ability to do that, or curve. A lot of teachers they'll be like, oh, we had to curve the test because so many people flunked it. And for me, it's like, I don't want to be at the bottom of the curve because I've been there before, too borderline. I like to step it up a few notches. And I've been getting close to honors in a lot of classes, like right below where I went, oh, I wish I didn't change that one answer. It's like, oh, I would have, if I just got one more right, I would have got honor in the class. But a lot of them yet to write papers, and I don't always do that. So currently, it's time to rest before the school work and to deflate the stress. So, good night, everyone.